Hello, my yogi families and friends. Welcome to your gentle energy rising yoga practice. This practice is great for you to take on days where you may have low energy and you want to be a little bit more vibrant and have a little bit more energy in your body, but you're also not quite wanting to do something big or jubilant or joyous too much, like the exact extreme. And so this practice aims to just kind of slowly build up some energy, some warmth in your body as well. And hopefully by doing that, by doing these movements that encourage that, that you're able to leave this class feeling a little bit more energized, but also not taxed at all. So prop wise, I have my two blocks. We may need it. We don't need anything else. But if you want, grab a pillow, a blanket. If you know your props, if you already know what works for you, feel free to grab them in case you want to use them. We are actually going to start on our hands and knees. So take the time to set up your palms underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath the hips, spreading the fingers wide. If you need to do a couple of wrist circles on your hands, it's fine to do that, especially on days where we've just been behind the computer or maybe holding on to our mobile devices too long. So it's just good to shake things out. Make sure there's space between the knees, zip up the belly, and let's start with just swaying the hips left and right, small movements right here. You can move with the breath or you can just breath normally. And make sure that you zip up your belly so that you're not dumping your shoulders down. And then the more you do this, the more times you do this, you feel the movements get a little bit bigger and bigger. We're just going in that one straight line, just left and right, nothing big. And then you make the movements a little bit bigger so you feel that the shoulders are also swinging left and right. Again, no overthinking. Gets maybe a little bit slower as well because now more parts of the body are involved. And perhaps in your last few sways, you start to lift your knees off the mat just a couple of inches. Maybe, when you tilt your body to the right, you lift your left knee up, keeping the feet down. Again, not overthinking this. One more time each side, left and right. And then let's stop in the middle here, zip up your belly. Let's do our cat-cows. Make sure that your shoulders are set. And then inhale, drop your belly down, open your chest, lift your gaze. And then as you exhale, rounding the spine, tailbone tucks under, tuck your chin towards your chest, and you really push the floor away. Inhale, let your spine smile. Perhaps do a little bit of smiling here too. And if that's still a struggle for you because of your low energy or just something doesn't feel right to you today, then that's okay. You're here and you're doing your best. Maybe let's do two more of these cat-cows. Moving with the breath. Last time through, inhale. And then exhale. Nice job. Come to center. Separate the knees out a little wider. Well, a lot wider. Like as wide as the mat. And then get your toes towards each other and then just tuck the toes behind you. Drop your elbows down where your hands are at and you can interlace your fingers. And then on inhale, we're going to shift the body forward. So maybe the hands are underneath your neck or your chest, hovered. And then exhale, you push your hips back towards your heels, but you keep your toes tucked. We'll do this about 4 more times, inhaling as you're going forward, a little bit of arm work, and then exhale, shift back hips to heels. Now what happens when you close your eyes? Feel any parts of your body that are tense or tight or just not, easy to open up or easy to convince to open up. Maybe your chest feels a little bit tight, maybe your jawline. Inhale forward, exhale back. Let's do one more, shall we? Inhaling here and exhaling back. As you exhale back, just stay right there for about 2 breaths, dropping your head. When you take these inhales, acknowledge the expansion of the rib cage all the way through like a balloon, 360 degrees. And as you exhale, feel everything come back to center, your home base. And then slowly walk your hands towards you. And then start to untuck the toes in the back. If this is not in the cards for you today to sit on top of your heels, then feel free to grab a pillow or a blanket and sit on top of it. Or better yet, put them between the legs so there's a little bit of cushion. Hands behind you with your fingers pointing towards your knees. You can use your blocks if the floor is too far away. Just remember you have that to use. Open up the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, really waking up the muscles in the upper back. And all we're going to do is just swinging left and right. You know, little movements like we did with our hips before when we started. Just keeping the chest open. Little movements. Start to become bigger movements the more you do this. If you have any lower back problems and this is not in the cards today, you can always just sit upright and swing left and right, yeah? About 3 more times on each side. Move, move, move. Keep swaying. As you stop in the middle, you can roll your shoulders back, puff up your chest, keep your ribs in. If this feels good to you, you can look up, or you can lay your head back. Only if that is comfortable. If not, you can keep looking forward and no one is going to judge you. Inhale. And then exhale. Slowly come back to center. And then grab your blocks. Make sure that the blocks are on their tallest side, on either side of your ankles or your legs. I'm going to start here on the right side. Place your entire palm on top of the blocks. If you don't have blocks, you want to reach down to the floor with your fingertips, or you can reach towards your heels or ankles and tuck your toes. But inhale, we're going to use the glutes to open up the hips forward and then lift our left arm up. Look up towards the ceiling and then exhale, slowly sit down. Left hand on the left block. Inhale, rise. And then exhale down. Now you know what we're doing. Make any necessary adjustments. Picking up the right block. Holding on to the right joint. Reaching out to maybe the ankle, the heel, or the leg. Or maybe your hands are on your lower back. And you're fine with that. Exhale down. These are recommendations and suggestions, and we both don't have to look the exact same way. Let's do a few more. You'll notice there are no quick movements here. We're slowly building up some of the energy, lifting the arms up, and building up some strength in the back body as well, opening up the front body. Inhale one more time here on the right side. And then one more time also in the left side. Inhale, reach. Stop right here. And then exhale, lower the arms, but keep your knees down. You can walk your knees a little bit inward so that they're right underneath your hips, or stay where you are, whatever feels good. Hands on the lower back, already waking up the glutes. And then inhale, roll the shoulders back, keeping the hips open. Open up the chest for a little camel pose. I normally don't look behind me during camel. I feel like I can focus more on my chest and the muscles in the back, but I just look forward, but totally up to you. Last time here, inhale. And then slowly release. Step your right foot towards the top of the mat. So it's not really deeply bent, it's also not super extended. And you can feel free to move your blocks towards the top of the mat in case you need them. We're going to stay right here. We're just going to do a little bit of a spiral flow. So as you inhale, I want you to shift your body forward, deeply bend the right leg, and turn your palms up like to make a circle. And as you exhale, extend the right leg and push the air down with your palms facing down. Your toes could be lifted off of the mat. Inhale, make that half circle right here. Offer something up towards the sky. And as you exhale, shift back, finding your balance, finding your control. Inhale, palms up, semicircle. And then as you exhale, make the rest of the circle with your palms down. The dense air is what you're pushing down, or just pretending that the air is dense. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to push down. Feel free to do this slower than I am. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. One more time. Inhale, rise. And then exhale, push it down. Stay right here. Just hover the hands over the mat. 4, 3, 2. And then slowly walk your hands forward. You can heel toe your right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Have the hands between that, inside that foot. And then turning the toes out to the side about 45 degrees, keeping your hands down underneath your face or your chest. And we're just going to start to sway left and right. Keeping that left glute awake and active. Notice what you're feeling as you go to the right side. That's more of a groin sensation, your right groin. And as you move to the left, it's more like the front of that left hip. Waking up that glute certainly helps open the front of the hip. So do this about a couple more times. Just right and left. Keeping your hands down. Beautiful. Stop at the center. Keep your left hand where it is. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Keep your chest open. Take advantage of this twist. Remember, this is a gentle practice, so try not to overtax yourself. Inhale one more time. And as you exhale, place your right hand down. Walk the hands towards you, but keep your right foot turned out. You can extend that best you can. Hands can be on the blocks or on the mat. And then open your toes out to the side. Find that nice stretch, even here in the side of that right leg. Inhale. Exhale. You guessed it right. You're probably going to make a flow out of this, right? You know me. All right, shift forward. Leave your left hand down. Inhale, twist up. Remember, the word is gentle. Exhale, plant your right hand down. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, fold out. Keep your toes turned out best you can. If not, then change the shape. One more time. Walk forward. Inhale, rise with the right arm. And then exhale down. Slowly shift back. Inhale, establish some length in your spine and also your patience. And then exhale, find your fold. Beautiful. Walk the hands forward. Come back into your hands and knees or quadruped. Please take as many rounds of cat-cows as you want, or we can just do the 2 that I'm doing right now. Fingers spread. Palms underneath the shoulders. One more time. Inhale. Arching the spine. Exhale, rounding it out. Walk your hands towards your knees. Slowly come up. And then this time we're going to step the left foot forward again towards the top of the mat. Not super bent, but not extended as well. We're going to revisit that flow that we did. And so inhale, palms up. Make that half circle. Look up. And then exhale, push the air down. We're doing a hamstring stretch at the same time. Toes off the mat if that is in the cards. Inhale, find your balance and find your focus, but also find your fluidity. Exhale down. I did say this was a gentle energy rising class, right? So make sure that that energy you're building up is more in a gentle and gradual pace and nothing super fast. Inhale, rise. Whoo, all 5 fingers engage. Exhale, push it down. 2 more. It really makes a difference if you do this with the breath. One more time. Inhale, make that half circle. Exhale, push it down. Slowly walk your hands towards the top of the mat. And then heel toe your left foot towards the edge of the mat and then turn it out. Plant your hands down underneath you. And then we're going to revisit that left and right swaying that we did on the other side. This time when we sway left, we're going to be sensing a little bit more stretch in that groin. And when we shift right, it'll be more in the front of the right hip. Keep that right glute awake. Really helps open up the front of that hip. And sometimes we do these little movements and we overcomplicate them, right? Just feel all the feelings and just be happy with the fact that we can make these shapes in our bodies. One more sway left and right. Nice job. Come to center, please. Leave your right hand down and then inhale your left arm up. Really feeling the chest open up. You can drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Get a good view of the sky. For me, it's my nice white ceiling, and that's okay. Inhale, breathe in. And then exhale, place the left hand down. Walk the hands towards you, keeping the left toes turned out. Feel that stretch on the left side. Whew. Inhale, establish length in the spine. Pushing your hips back, exhale, find your fold. Remember, your hands can also be right underneath blocks. That's what they're there for, or any prop that you have. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, let's revisit that flow. Walk the hands forward. Right hand remains down on the mat. Inhale, left arm lifts. Respecting the process, exhale, plant the hand down. Inhale to walk back. Exhale to find your fold, keeping the left toes turned out. We're just going to do that one more time. Walk the hands forward, deep bend in the left leg. Inhale to twist. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Exhale, left hand down. Walk the hands back towards you. Not much expectations here. Inhale. And then exhale. I can't talk today, but some days that happens. It's okay. And then slowly come forward. Come back into your quadruped. Couple rounds of cat-cow. I'm just going to do 2 right here. Exhaling as I round. Inhale to rise and arch. Exhale to round. Push the floor away. Okay, slowly step your left foot between the palms and then open up towards the long side of the mat. Hopefully it's the side where you're looking at me or when I'm still at your line of sight. Hands underneath the face or the chest. The blocks can be there. Soften the knees and push your hips back. You can bend the elbows. You can plant your forehead down, whatever feels good. But find this nice opening in the back body and just wiggle left and right. Toes are pointing forward. Softening the knees, sending the hips back. Woo! Find this nice wiggle. Like you're just unraveling all that gunk that's in your lower back. All right, yogis, let's come back to center. Lengthen that spine. Walk the hands towards your left foot. I'm trying to mirror you right now. And then bend that left leg. Find your nice long side lunge here on that left side. Slowly walk the hands towards your right foot. Side lunge on this side. Notice the difference between each side. One more time, walk the hands center and then to the left. Like I said, I'm mirroring you. If your long side of the mat is facing me, that I am mirroring you. Or do whatever side that you did first. That's totally cool. Sending the hips back, deep bend in the leg. Walk the hands to center. Keep your left hand down. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Keeping the pelvis in place, softening the knees. Dropping your left ear towards your left shoulder. Inhale to reach. Again, the word is gentle. Exhale, right hand down. Still mirroring you. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Open up the body. Breathe in and breathe out. Heel to your feet, a little wider than hip width apart, and we're going to come down into our malasana squat. If you feel like your heels are not going to plant down on the mat, then place your pillows or your blanket underneath the heels. Open up the chest using your elbows inside the legs. You can have your heels up, but if you do, you can plant your hands down on the mat, knowing we're not going to be here for a long time. Just 2 more breaths, opening up the chest. Elbows are pushing out, legs are pushing in, some activity there. Last time through inhale. And then exhale, place your hands down. Gently lift your hips up. Heel toe your feet underneath the hips. Wiggle whatever needs to be wiggled. Let's take a short dangle right here. Grab elbow to elbow. And then shake the head yes or no. Let everything go. Little sways or little energy shifters as well. As long as we introduce some movement, there is some shift in the body. Release the arms and slowly uncurl yourself up. Roll the shoulders back. Let's bend the legs. Inhale, rise with the arms. Exhale, hand to heart center. 2 more times, bend the legs. Inhale, make a circle. Exhale, hands to center. 1 more time, inhale, bend the legs, make a circle. With a hint of a smile, exhale, hands to heart center, thumbs are touching your chest. Let's stay right here for a full breath, noticing the shift in your energy. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Feels good. Keep your spine long. Bow your head towards your hands. Finding a strong foundation here for the rest of your day, I hope. Blink your eyes to open. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. I really do hope there was a shift in your energy and that you slowly built up that high energy or whatever it is that you felt that you needed today, that you weren't quite there at the start of class. I hope you were able to achieve it. Thank you so much. From my heart to yours, namaste. Have a good rest of your day. And for now, goodbye and take care.